Hey guys, so I just want to do a quick little comparison here between the Galaxy A3 family. So we do have the A3 2015, 2016 and the new 2017 on the right. I did buy these two a couple of years ago, but I forgot to review them, so we did have them sitting in the drawer, and I wanted to get them out here. So we're just basically going to have a look at some of the performance as well as the software changes of the devices, as well as some of the hardware changes, because this series has obviously gone through some nice progression when it comes to the build quality, etc. So it is quite interesting here to have a look and see. So we would expect the new phone to boot on first, hopefully. Oh, and we do have it booting on first quite significantly actually, which is good. And we do have the older ones a little bit slower, but still not too far behind given the older TouchWiz on the phones, which is the main thing which I do criticize Samsung for a lot, because they don't seem to keep things very consistent when it comes to the TouchWiz. We can have a look at those differences in a bit, but now I wanted to do some speed testing, have a look at the day-to-day progression here, see if there's any reason to upgrade. Maybe you've got the old A3 and you want to see if it is worth it here. So I think we have the 2G ability on this one, as you can see. So we're just going to do the speed test. Wow, what are we on? 56k. It's not the best score I've seen. Maybe it's just having an off day, the old A3, because I've not seen it that low before. We do have A3 2016, which does support, I think, 5G, or doesn't it? Actually, I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. So you are capped at the 2G speeds there, as you can see. But the upload is very decent nevertheless, and that is promising. So very respectable score here. And finally we have the new boy, which does actually support both bands, as you can see, which is very nice progression. And what can you give us? Wow, so very decent score here. Wow, that is nearly 3 times as fast as the 2016 model. That is very nice. So another thing I've noticed obviously about these is how the new A3 is slightly bigger than the older A3 phones. I think this one was thinnest, this one a little bit in between, but this one seems to be the chunkiest. But nevertheless, the build quality is very nice. We're just going to have a look at the Geekbench as well. I will fast forward this so you're not kept waiting. Do we have the Geekbench? I don't think we do. So it just puts it on this device. I gotta say, the displays don't seem to be that different actually. There doesn't seem to be much progression there in terms of the 720p display, which I think they all have. Maybe it would have been nice to bump it up to full HD, but nevertheless you can see the actual memory and specs are very similar. 2 gigs of RAM in all of them. We do have Qualcomm processors though in the previous A3s, whereas we do have Exynos now. which is better. So we're just going to run this now. So we do have a completion here, and as you can see, there has been some progress, should I say, in the main processing package here on all of the phones. So that is very good. In fact, the multi-core is like I think nearly 3 times or twice as high as the 2016 model, which is pretty awesome. So you know, I think if you're coming from an older phone in the A series, you're definitely going to notice like an improvement day to day in terms of the performance. Also, obviously, there are some other things in terms of the like software here. They look remarkably different. Like on the old A3, we're still running like I think Lollipop here. I have checked for like an update, but I don't think we do have like any more recent software. In fact, actually, we're running Android 6.0.1. It looks like Lollipop though. You know, it's so similar to what it used to look like. On the 2016, we do have more nice UI, closer to the you know, Galaxy S6 kind of level, and now with the A3, we do have like Grace UX kind of level here with some nice features such as the shortcuts. As well, you can see the weather is much cleaner in the top left hand corner, which is good. We also have Type-C now as well at the bottom, and slightly rearranged for the speaker. I think the 2016 A3 did have a fingerprint scanner, so this one is now coming with one as well, which not too much difference there. But like I said earlier, the actual displays are quite similar really in terms of like the viewing angles, etc. I was expecting a little bit probably better in terms of, you know, the brightness, etc. You can see they're all on about the same in terms of the brightness here. So unless you really need the performance boost for things like gaming, etc., you might not notice a massive difference in terms of the display, but obviously there has been massive improvement in terms of like the build quality for the waterproofing, etc., which is good. I'll probably do some other videos comparing like doing some gaming and things like that on the devices, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you found this one helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.